All right, guys. So we are up. Today we have a pretty small day still. I mean, we got building permits and CB consumer confidence. We are up. Data later. But yeah, even with those releases, those are pretty small. We'll still cover them. I mean, we're still going to cover the day, but yeah, pretty small release. I'm looking at some news. So it looks like yesterday, nvda and some other stocks pushed up. SPY still pretty choppy, hasn't really done much, still consolidating around 430s, which is fine. It's still above that 428 low level, which is good. Let me know if we got any other big news today that I'm missing. Let me check. Feel much better today, man. I haven't really felt 100% last week. So I feel better today for sure. But yeah, it looks like markets are mostly down. Let me get some music playing. You show your moves in Top Step. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna trade. You sound like that still. Hey, listen. When I first wake up in the morning, my voice is always kind of deep, and then as I start talking, and my sinuses clear up, it goes back up again, and that's okay. But yeah, but no, I feel better. Regardless of how I sound, I feel better today for sure. We're gonna do a poll. Does nvda close this week? Or close above? What's good? I'm deciphering price. I would say, does nvda close above 425 this week? Yes or no? Vote on that poll. Let me know what you guys think. Ford, what's Ford doing? I'm in Ford right now. It's up a little bit yesterday, not the biggest gains. See the vote so far. 75% say no, it doesn't. I think it might. I think nvidia is trying to make another push, and yesterday was a good sign. It just depends on what PCE data. Today we got building permits, the Case-Shiller data, as well as we got building permits, Case-Shiller data, and CB consumer confidence data later on. And then tomorrow we have, what do we have? Durable good orders, and then Friday and Thursday we have GDP data, jobless claims. Friday we have PCE data. So it's a pretty big week. It's not a huge week, but we have more inflation data dropping at the end of this week, and so that'll be interesting to watch and see what we get. Yeah. All right, guys. So building permit, Case-Shiller, house price index. I'm looking up other market news today. I just don't see much. The government shutdown scaring people. They're trying to avert a government shutdown that could take place as early as October 1st if Congress doesn't agree on on certain bills. All right, so the question is another question about October. The question is about October. It says October tends to be among the most volatile parts of the year because it's polarized as a month. We have historically seen it dubbed the Jinx month because the 1929 and the 1987 crashes happened in October. October 1929 stock market crash, October 1987, also known as Black Monday stock market crash. But it also has the reputation as a, quote, bear killer, according to the Stock Traders Almanac. And so aside from the bad months, it's also been a month in which we've seen very bullish action as well historically. And so it's one of those polarized months. So just be careful, I guess. That's the best advice. All right, so Tuesday, building permit reports before the bell, as well as new home sales data for the last month. Later on, CB Consumer Confidence report is also due today. And yeah, we had a winning session yesterday. Yeah, Tesla dipped. European markets open lower. And so that's what to expect this month. It'll be interesting. Yeah, October 1987. You see it a lot, and you see it a lot. Hit the like button as well, guys. Hitting the like button definitely helps. You see it a lot in The Wolf of Wall Street and other movies like that. Hey, what's up, Pawn? Yeah, I'm just waking up. I feel much better today. Hey, bro, hope all is well. Just wanted to ask a quick question since you have experience with top steps up 150K funded account. If I make 1K within the first 5 days, I'm good to withdraw, or I'm wondering if the cushion needs to be built. I'm reading. So you need to have – 5 winning days of over 200, right? So if you make $1,000 in one day, that would just be one winning day. If you made $200 plus for 5 days, like for 5 independent days to each other, then you would be eligible to withdraw. But you'd only be able to withdraw whatever it is over whatever the profit is, right? So like if you're funded on a 150K combine and you make $1,000, so you got 151,000 in that account, you can only withdraw 1,000. And I think you can withdraw the whole thing but you had to close down your count. And so I would build up more cushion and profit first, me, because $1,000 is not very much money. But again, that's just me personally, and yeah, I would reach out to them and ask them. All right, so yeah, so Chart Prime, you can check the description if you want, Adam. But yeah, SPY gapping down a little bit. Again, we had a green day yesterday. NVIDIA down a little bit, but again, a green day yesterday for that one as well. NVIDIA was down at 412, so I think 420 is a big spot and wants to hold. I think it kind of needs to hold this 420 level. Yeah, all good. Yeah, all good, Sammy. ARM is all the way back up at the ARM IPO. It's back up to 54s. I mean, it's trying to come back. Hey, what's up, Paulo? Yeah, I mean, the government shutdown fears are scaring everybody. All right, so Biden is set to join the UAW workers on the line. Yeah, earnings season starts soon. I'm excited for that as well. New home sales data coming out later. CB consumer confidence. And again, building permits. Building permits today are expected at 1.543 million. 1.543 million. They drop at 8 a.m. And so we'll post this so you guys can catch it. Again, it's 1.543 million. All right, there we go. And let me know if you like this music. Gold. Yeah, gold's dipping in the last few days. So I'm looking to buy another rental property, but part of me thinks I should wait. What do you guys think? Should I wait? I think I probably should, but I'm not. It's not a mortgaged rental property, right? So I'm not getting a mortgage. So, I mean, one argument is that cash might play out a little bit better because mortgages are so expensive right now. So if you have cash, people are willing to deal with you, give you a little bit cheaper prices. But we did make some money on our funded account yesterday, which is nice. Let's see what that looks like. All right, guys. So foreclosure market could be around the corner, maybe. Let's see. The house price index. Today we have the Case-Shiller house price index, the Case-Shiller HPI. And so that'll be relevant to all this stuff. And what countries? Oh, and those two countries. Well, those are good. U.S. approval is kind of the most important. Yeah, I mean, I like it, Adam. I'm going to be on that show tomorrow. All right, so yeah, we made a little bit yesterday. That's nice. Slowly grinding it up. Wait, did he really, Morris? Nah, dude. Did he really? Oh. For what? So he says Bitboy was arrested during a bizarre live stream rant outside a private residence. Huh. Yeah, so Bitboy was arrested. This is kind of crazy. Yeah. Wow, man. So basically, Bitboy thought somebody stole his Lamborghini and went to their house, and then had a piece in the back seat, and the cops found the piece and arrested him. Yeah, I mean, kind of out there behavior, man. I mean, listen, I'm not saying, I don't know, bro. You know, um, yeah, I don't know. So yeah. So does Bitboy even have a channel anymore? Is my question. Like, that's my question. Does he even have a channel anymore? I'm looking up this news now, man. I gotta look up the channel here, but honestly, crazy news to be honest here. Pretty crazy. I guess it's called Hit Network now. They don't really even get much views though, dude. So like, if they're called the Hit Network now, unless there's another one that I'm missing. Wait, so it wasn't Cassandra Wolf Mars? Again, I don't want to speculate on all this, bro. Because I don't really know anything here. Yeah, I mean, the question is, like, what's his other channel? Like, bro, what is going on with my phone, bro? My phone just making noise this morning. You hear my phone go off? I don't even know why it's going off like this. Yeah, he probably did increase his followers. My question is, like, the Hit Network, has less subscribers than I do, and they're definitely getting less views than I do. So what are the other channels that were associated with Bitboy, I guess? You know, that not his new channel. I see he posted one, Ben Armstrong, but also, guys, bump that like button. Help me out here. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. But yeah, the whole story is interesting. But yeah, apparently he was outside. The person who stole his business and allegedly stole his business and allegedly stole his car, and he had a piece in the car, and he had either the different reports say different things. Some people say it was Cassandra Wolf, other people are saying it was some other person. Anyways, the cop found the piece in the back seat of the car and arrested him, and it's causing kind of chaos on social media. So it's really interesting here. Let me know if you think Bitboy is going to be all right. I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's justified, but like, I understand if somebody came through and kind of did him pretty rough in terms of business, and did some sleazy stuff in business, that he's going to be upset with it. I think he'll be fine. I think people follow him for his personality, and so it doesn't matter what the channel is. I think he's still going to be fine. He's still going to. People don't care if he's called Bitboy or if the channel's called Bitboy or not. They're going to go watch Ben Armstrong. And so I think he's going to be fine. But again, let me know what you all think in the comments below. I appreciate it. All right, we might have to mute this song real quick. Hold on. But yeah, the whole story is pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think what he did wrong though is he set his business up in a bad way. Maybe people ask me all the time, "Hey John, why don't you hire another co-host?" Hey John. Um, yeah. Yeah, people ask me all the time. They're like, "Hey John, why don't you bring somebody else in?" It's like, dude, if I can run this whole channel by myself without giving anybody equity, I'm going to. Equity's messy, bro. It really is. Equity's messy. Um, equity's messy, you know. Uh, and people try to get manipulative regarding it. And it was just weird. And they think that they're gonna again, what happens a lot. The only good person was Mitch. Money Mitch used to own a piece of this channel, and he was a good partner in this. To be honest, he was the only good partner we've ever had. Everybody else was kind of, and I was young and you know, and he wanted to go work at Benzinga, which he did, and now they're doing great over there. And so I'm super happy for them, of course. Uh, but everybody else, that I don't know. I've just been hesitant to give equity to. I just don't discover crypto. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I see Hit Network's just not really getting that many. Well, Discover Crypto is a little bit bigger of a channel here. And they're still getting pretty good views. Live streams. Case-Shiller is the HPI. It's the house price index. It's called the Case-Shiller HPI. So it's a house price index. It's a gauge on house prices. All right, let me put this back up. So yeah, that's what it is. It's a gauge on house prices. Chickens, yeah. Oh, dang. So apparently they discovered illegal narcotics in the car. No bond. Bro, I know I got a couple years left until 40. I've got like at least 5 years until 40. But like, I don't have any gray in my hair, bro. You know, I always used to make fun of my dad because my dad at like 50, 55 would have like brown hair. Like he didn't have much gray in his hair. And we always thought he used just for men. And so we poked fun at him. But like, I don't have a freaking strand of gray hair in my hair. So maybe it is just genetics where we don't have gray hair genes. And so somehow I'm lucky and I don't have any gray in my hair or in my beard in my 30s. I know it's coming eventually, but still, what numbers are good? Sorry, I'm just I don't know. I mean, house price index is what the Case-Shiller is gauging. Building permit data comes out. Building permit, it measures the change of new building permits issued by the government. They project future housing starts, which we don't have today. It's just building permits data. And then the Case-Shiller data drops at 9 a.m. So that's at 8 a.m. So that's in like 45 minutes. So in 45 minutes, we get the building permit data. The Case-Shiller data drops at 9 a.m. The house price measures the HPI Case-Shiller measures the change in the selling price of single family homes in 20 metro areas across the U.S. So again, how much house prices are going up and down. The expectation for the Case-Shiller is minus 0.3%. And so they are expecting house prices in those areas to decrease 0.3%, which I think is good. I think house prices need to dip. And then again at 10 a.m. we got the CB consumer confidence data. It measures the level of confidence consumers have in the economy. And that's basically that explains itself. The name explains itself. Like it's consumer confidence. It's confidence the consumers have. Yeah, for sure. I know pawn. The good thing about guys, though, is that the salt and pepper look is kind of like a desired look almost, you know. Hey, y'all hit the like button, guys. We got 30 likes. Let's break over 100 real quick before 8:30, before 7:30. Yeah, Idiocracy, great movie. All right, guys. How did the Astros do last night? See Verlander on the cover. Okay. 1. That's good. Astros need a win right now. I don't even know if we're still going to be able to make the playoffs. Honestly, if the Astros don't win, I'm going to root for the Rangers anyway. All right. So we're going to root for the Rangers anyway, and that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, again, a little green market yesterday. Market's looking a little bit better today, too. Microchips is really what's been dragging the market down, too. Like, we bought some dips, but we're not super extended in anything. And so... All right, so yeah, apparently the Bitboy rant was 37 minutes. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel here. Yes, Chart Prime is the name of the indicator, Adam. Chart Prime. Yeah, I mean, Disney, where's Disney at right now? Yeah, well, he's been injured, Pawn. So that's what it is. So, like, he's been hurt. Yeah, I'm not holding that much of Disney. I'm holding 20 shares of Disney, so it could be worse. Again, pump those like button, guys. We got 38 likes. We could do better than that. Yeah, we do have MU earnings on Wednesday. What do we got next week? I think next week we got unemployment, right? ISM manufacturing, job openings, JOLTS job report Tuesday, ADP non-farm employment change, and ISM services, jobless claims. Wait, when's okay, unemployment, yeah, so. All right, so next week we got unemployment, and then the following we got CPI, and then earnings season basically starts in October in like a month from now. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, I think so, KC. I think so. And this is what happens. Like, I covered the shutdown last year where it's like they thought they would get a shutdown. They panicked. Everybody was scared. I told people I was buying the dip because I thought the shutdown would get done. And then it did. And then the market ripped up, right? So we covered this last time and we did the exact same thing. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen again. But yeah, it'll be fun to watch. Yeah, he needs to rest up, man. I mean, he's super young. You know, he doesn't need to worry about winning this season. If I was him, I'd take a day off. Hmm. All right, guys. Again, SPY bounced at that 430, and I think 430 makes a lot of sense as like a support level here. 430, big psychological level, big round hold number. I think 430 makes sense, and we're bouncing there. We've been pretty flat though in the market the last couple minutes here, so we've been pretty sideways, like not really doing much. So yeah, who knows what we're gonna get? But the market's been pretty flat over the last couple hours, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. And again, we do have the Case-Shiller data. In about 36 minutes, we have the building permit data dropping. So building permits drop in about 37 minutes, 36 minutes. Will this affect gold? Well, what affect gold? Yeah, inflation data Friday. Well, what affect gold, creepy? And again, nvda is kind of the big one to watch. Again, bump that like count, guys. We got 50 likes. We could break 100 quick. All right, guys. So see, 799. See if I can find my. Let me download this. There we go. All right, so I wish it gave me any more data here. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking up some stuff here. We're watching NVIDIA as well, and again, NVIDIA's moving the markets. NVIDIA right at 421s or so. It's really what's moving the markets. I'm gonna have to open this. Let me put this up so people can't see it. See my beautiful face for now. Hold on one second. Okay, so that's basically just one page. All right, we can bump out of that real quick. Let me go back to this. There we go. Again, SPY's still moving up. NASDAQ trying as well. Here's the Q. So there's a video on the right. You can see Tesla, again, bouncing a little bit at 244. So here's the Q, which is the NASDAQ here at 358. It's bouncing up a little bit. Same thing. Green day yesterday. Red pre-market session. But starting to rebound a little bit later. Okay. Total. All right, so look at the SPY back up to almost 431s. The Q's bouncing up as well. I haven't traded it all today yet, but we will start trading if we need to. So we got that one. What else do we have? I have to go back and check some other stuff too. Again, market's bouncing. I might buy a little pullback if we get one, but this isn't the biggest bounce back yet. I mean, this isn't a huge pump. I mean, it's a nice little move, but you know, we're still down pretty big in pre-market. So again, you can kind of see gapping up. Yesterday, the market gapped up some, but again, it was still a small gap. What we do now is important to see what happens after the opening bell, really. All right, so basically we got this. All right, cool. Got that. This. Yeah, I guess the rest of the companies mailed me my 1099, but bro, my wife, I gotta find the old mail we got. Let's see if we can maybe fund on this. Good. Yeah. All right, so how do I get it online, dude? Okay. Okay, I see. Never mind. All right. Sorry, I'm doing, so apparently I can find all this stuff online. Good. I should have bought the little dip here. Sorry, I know I'm kind of quiet here, team. I'm working on something in the background. NQ, yeah, we can look at the Nasdaq. I mean, the QQQ is the NQ. Like, whoa, dropping my headphones. I'm sorry. So yeah, the QQQ is the NQ. So again, if you look at the NQ and then you look at the actual Q, you'll see this price action. The reason people actually prefer futures is because you can kind of see this is the same thing, right? Like this is the same thing, same price action. But there's more liquidity on this left side, which is the NQ, which is the futures contract of this. And so it's a little bit better there. Okay, I have to log into AdSense. Okay. Again, we're up there bouncing up. Look at the Q. So the Q is up there to 358. Here's the NASDAQ here. We can put the SPY up as well. Again, both of these are starting to try to fight back this morning after having a small green day yesterday and then pulling back pretty heavily in pre-market today. Also, guys, in 26 minutes or so, we get okay, there we go. All right, that's actually helpful. Finally, dude. Took me about an hour to find this, but we found it. Still ripping up, almost at 381s. Okay, good. Download this thing too. All right, so we got those two. All right, so yeah, we're still popping up to 430s here. You can see the Q ripping up. I guess I'm going to start trading here. Let me know if you guys see any large caps that you find extended. We've actually had a little bit of better price action so far. Treasury's supposed to spike. Yeah, market orders aren't going to work in pre-market. Hey, what's up, Ricky? Next big dip. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for some cheap blue chips. Do y'all have any blue chips that you think are healthy that have just been beat down over time? Because that's really kind of what I'm looking for. Here's just beat down blue chips. Not a big enough pullback to buy. Let me see what the chat's saying here. And Netflix, where's Netflix at? Netflix at 380s. I do kind of like Netflix here. And I think Netflix is going to be fine too. The only problem with Netflix, like the only question mark there is the writer strike going on. Like the writer strike going on makes it a little sketch, I think. PayPal, I think we're already in PayPal. And we've kind of just been adding a little bit on these dips. But PayPal, I think, is not, I think it might be cheap and extended, but I think it also is not guaranteed long-term is my only thing. Okay, so we might buy a little bit of Netflix then. Because Netflix has been pulling back heavy. It's under $400 right now, so that makes sense. Looking at Netflix here. Netflix is down here. So Netflix, you know, here's a yearly chart. And Netflix has had a really good year. If you look at a weekly chart, you can see kind of, I remember this was after an earnings play. So Netflix, the reason Netflix dropped so substantially is because they had an earnings report that just tanked the stock. It wasn't even that bad, but it just destroyed the stock, dipped it all the way down to 170s, eventually bounced all the way back up to almost 500. Now it's dipping back down to 380. So I don't mind buying the dip, although I'm not super confident. So we're going to keep it small. But that's a good one. Yeah, RTX. We're actually in RTX as well. They're down a lot, but the plan is just to sit on that one. I'm not going to add any more to it. There's too much risk. AMC is too uncertain. So like AMC, you know, where's it at now? Is that 8? Okay, so AMC at 8. It's still pretty uncertain. I mean, I'm in AMC too, but it's uncertain. Yeah, I mean, MU is a microchip stock. It's not really moving the market right now. MU is definitely not the one moving the market. You know, again, MU is pretty sideways. Like, look, here's MU right here. So MU is actually pretty flat. Like, there's just not much going on here for it. They have earnings tomorrow, but MU is not a huge company. You know, not really. I mean, it's a big company. I'm sure people are going to look up the market cap and be like, nah, SQ, it's down so much. I mean, I'm in SQ as well, to be honest. I bought it the other day. And I might add a little bit more here. But yeah, it's also down pretty big percentages too short term, so it's my only risk. So we got that. All right, so can I create a 1099? All right, so again, we're trying to bounce up. Let's see if we buy this dip. I might buy the dip in the SPY a little bit. Then we might pivot to futures. The only thing is like building permit data drops in about, let me fix this. All right, so we got 50 shares of the SPY. We might take 75 on this little pullback here. Although it's risky, we might add up to like 125 shares. Okay, we downloaded this. All right, cool. So we're slightly green here with 75 shares. If we keep pulling back, we will take a little bit more. But for now, we're just going to sit on our 75 shares. Oh, the green yesterday was a bull trap. Maybe. It wasn't a huge green. Again, building permit data drops. Building permit data drops in 16 minutes. So we still got a little bit of time until building permit data drops. But again, it's in 16 minutes. We're slightly green on this. Yeah, it's September. It's they don't call it September, slow September for no reason. Are you guys long for today? I'm not really anything, man. I'm pretty flat on the day. We added 100 shares. I don't really know a direction right now. It's like 150 shares. And then we'll just chill, see if we get a bounce like we want. Buying the pullback here. Are you going to stream Costco earnings? No. Yeah, definitely not going to stream Costco earnings. All right, who else paid me last year? All right, market's trying to bounce a little bit, but pulling back now. Again, this is what we wanted to buy into. We got 150 shares of the SPY right now, but while it's a lot of equity, it's not a huge trade in general. All right, so again, we pulled back a little bit. We're down like 20 bucks. But again, the whole point is to sit on this. All right, now we're starting to bounce a little bit here, guys. A little bit of a bounce. All right, so we get 150 shares. Not a small position here, but not the biggest either, if that makes sense. Like a lot of equity, but not much. A lot of equity, but not much range, if that makes sense. Still sitting tight. I'd like to give it a little bit more time, especially because we're pulling back to the VWAP. There we go. How do I download this? Did it download? Nope. Go, got that done. All right, so we're sitting tight here. Again, we got 10 minutes until building permit data comes out. Coca-Cola, good divvy. Yeah, I'm in Coca-Cola as well. We got a pretty big like portfolio of investment / swing trades. Yeah, yesterday wasn't that big of a rally. It was pretty small, actually. Looks like a real estate stock getting beat down over the last few days. Looks like a terrible yearly chart for realty income. The symbol O bash. Yeah, it just looks rough. Might actually average in a little bit more. There we go. Oh no, we just added another 75 shares. We did not want to do that at all. Well, luckily it's still not that much. So we got 225 shares in a SPY here, guys. Sheesh, dude. Oops. You want to see how much this is? Like, look, watch this. So 430, and it's a little bit higher than this actually, but we're just going to make it 430 to keep it easy. This is a $97,000 position. Oops. I mean, it was a big position anyway, but this is the second time in a day I've done this. Again, I'm down 40 bucks, and so, you know, could be worse. Building permit data came out 20 minutes ago. Did it really? It didn't come out at 7:30. It drops at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is 7:52 Eastern Standard Time, according to most places that I've seen. Yeah. Yeah, what did they come in at? What did the building permit data come in at? Sweet. Again, because what I'm showing is that the building permit data comes out at 8 a.m. It's in 8 minutes. So again, if you say they're out, tell me what the data is so that when they're supposed to drop at 8 a.m., we see it. Because again, I'm looking at a couple different places. Both show data comes out at 8 a.m. Building permits expected at 1.543 million. Last time they came in at 1.443 million. And again, building permits measures the change in the number of new building permits issued by the U.S. government. And I'm probably going to get ready to cut this. It's just such a big trade. And it's taking too long to work. I'd love to see a VWAP bounce here. So before we cut it, we'll try adding one more piece to it. But that's it. Just so we can take 125 half position intervals here, if that makes sense, right? So if we start to get a bounce, it should do okay. Average price is about right there. So if we get close to that, we're going to limit the trade and cut a little bit off of it. So we'll see if we bounce. Again, I just don't really want to hold these through building permits. Again, building permits come out in 7 minutes. What site did you see that data on, Sweet? 1.541 million. Yeah, I don't know if this is lagging or what. Let me check the E-mini. Yeah, so this is lagging a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, we're closer here to break even. We went high permits to ease inflation fears. I don't know. I don't know what the market wants in terms of building permits. I think it's a little bit mixed. But yeah, the data is supposed to be released at 8:30 according to most. Yeah, they're supposed to drop at 8 a.m. today. So that's today. So the August 2023 revised building permit data is supposed to drop at 8 a.m. So they're not out yet. So we're still waiting for this data to release. Again, we got 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. I mean, we'll see if you're right. So he said 1.541 million. So we'll see if you're right. But also, do me a favor, bump that like button, guys, if you're here. We appreciate it. Yeah, it's not really going to influence the market a ton. Again, we got 77. The Case-Shiller's not at 8. The Case-Shiller's at 9. You might be talking about 8 a.m. Central, but the Case-Shiller is at 9 a.m. Case-Shiller house price index drops at 9. Building permits drop in 4 minutes. All right, so again, we're pretty flat in this position here, guys. So again, we held our 250 shares of the SPY. We're pretty flat. Yeah, but we're talking about 8 a.m. Eastern is what we're talking about. Again, what's your source for this data, guys? If you're getting it, what's your source? Okay, yeah, we actually did get building permits. You're right. U.S. building permits, 1.541 million. So that's the number I'm showing. So yeah, you're actually right. TOS showed it. Building permit change came in at 6.8%. So yeah, the next one is the Case-Shiller data at 9. Yeah, for whatever reason, they released it at like 6:27 in the morning, or at 7:30 basically this morning. Yeah, so the data's already out. There's a building permit data on the bottom. Yeah, TOS has it too, so they must have released them early. ELF is too high. ELF has gone up over 100% this year, and so there's too much risk for ELF, in my opinion, and investing in it. It's just too extended on the upside, you know. Like that's the only problem. It's just too extended on the upside for me for ELF. Like I'm just not trying to mess with that, you know. All right, so again, we're still here in 250 shares of the SPY. We haven't traded futures yet. New home sales drops at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm pretty sure, at least. Let me check. I'm pretty sure new home sales drop at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, so today we have CB consumer confidence at 10, new home sales at 10, the Case-Shiller at 9 a.m. expectations are minus 0.3% for the house price index. So they're expecting house prices to drop 0.3% year over year. Last time they dropped 1.2% last in the same period. So again, we're right at the break-even price with 250 shares of the SPY. We're not going to hold this super low if it can't break this. But yeah. And then that's basically it today. And then tomorrow we got building permits. Or no, tomorrow we have core durable good orders. All right, guys. So yeah, we just took a piece of this position off, and again, we were in way too big of a position, but we were patient, and we let it work. So now we're up about $30 on the day. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit more of that off, and then hold just 50 shares and let the last little 50 shares work here if we need to. So our Carol coming in wanting to get her hair done, wanted me to pay for her stuff. So. But yeah, so nice little bounce here. Look at this. So nice little bounce. Again, we've already scaled out of it. You can see the E-mini rip. You can look at the NASDAQ here too. See the NASDAQ bouncing up a little bit. Again, building permits are out. They came in at 1.541 million for the revised building permits data. Again, 1.54 million. They dropped a little bit early today, but yeah, 1.541 million for building permits data. The next release is at 9 a.m. It's 8 a.m. now, so in an hour we get the Case-Shiller. In 2 hours we get the CB consumer confidence data. So that is what we got so long. Not that much. I don't know if I'd allow that much. Yeah, building permit data again came in at 1.541 million. And again, we had somebody else had let us know they already released them, and so we had already put it below, like you can read right there what they came in as. And again, we had this up already. So more than $30. $30, bro. So UPS recruited 100,000 seasonal workers for the 23 holiday season, unchanged versus 2022 levels. See if UPS is liking that. Hey, thanks, Beach Bum. All right, we're still getting this nice little rip. Again, we're still in a piece of this. We're in 50 shares. We've already basically scaled out of this position. So we're just kind of sitting tight and waiting now. I'll let it rise. I don't mind holding it. Taking a little swing if I need to. I'm pretty flat on everything else, in all honesty. Just don't really. right, so we are bouncing up almost to 431. Again, we still got a lot of ground to catch up with, considering how much we're down in September. But again, September, I'll have to look back like month to month how often September is really red. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, where's Apple at right now? I'm looking at Apple. Dipping down a little bit here. Somehow we got filled here, which means it bounced up pretty quickly. Yeah, there we go. There's the pop back up. Again, we got 25 shares left. We'll let the rest sit. We've already taken a lot off of this. Where's Apple at now? I'm still watching Apple. Apple's all right. Again, Alpha has pulled back a lot. It's just up so much. It's up over 100% this year. It's a beauty company, not really my style or niche, you know. All right, so we just go ahead and covered this and just got out of it. Just a little day trade scalp, not a huge position. Using our buying power to get us some stuff done. AMC, I mean, it's up. It's moving. But I just don't trust it. I mean, I'm in it. I'm in it. I hope it goes up. I'm in at the 11s, right? It's not a huge position, but I'm in at the 11.20 level, right? And it's at $8. So we still got a lot of ground to catch up with if we're going to capitalize on that too. But yeah, we still got time. SPY's still ripping up here. There's UPS again. They've apparently hired 100,000 workers. Apple, anything else that looks extended on the downside that's like a healthy company. I like Netflix. I like the Netflix idea. There's Apple though. Apple pretty flat. I mean, yesterday was a green day, but it wasn't a huge green day by any means. All right, so yeah, yesterday was a green day, just not a crazy big green day or anything like that. Again, if you haven't already, check out TopStep. TopStep funded account program and futures. They give you a demo. They test your skill. If you can hit the target on their demo while following their rules and conditions, they fund you the same amount. Base one's 50K. So if you can pass that testing, you get 50K in funding. The top one is 150K. So if you pass that one, you get 150K in funding. Again, once you're funded, you get a 90% split and you get to keep your first 10K in withdrawals. And so TopStep's the best in the game because, again, they're the most legit. They've been around for over a decade. They pay out millions in actual withdrawals every year. And again, it's the best of both worlds. I think traders have to have reasonable expectations for this because, like, most day traders lose money. It doesn't matter whether they're on TopStep or not. Most lose money. And it's just a lot cheaper to lose on TopStep than it is to put up the money yourself, you know? So like the base combine on TopStep is only $49. If you pass it, you get 50K in funding. They're going to give you a 50K demo. And if you can hit 3K in profit on that demo without losing over 2K, They fund you 50K with a 90% split as long as you can follow the rest of their rules. And I think that's useful because, again, the futures market has no PDT rule. You can day trade basically the SPY, like the same trade I got in on the SPY today. You can basically do in futures on the E-mini. Like here's the E-mini right here. So you can basically do the same thing, and you'll notice it's the same price action. And actually, futures have a little bit better liquidity. So you can see it's the same pattern. Just this is a little bit more clean of a chart, and you can day trade futures, no PDT, or you can day trade the NASDAQ, currencies, gold, silver, all that good stuff. A great way to learn with less risk. But again, I am sponsored by them, so I'm definitely biased in their favor. If you want to check it out, here's the link. Great way to help support the channel. The link's right there. Oracle, yeah, I'm looking at Oracle too. Oracle's strong. It just depends on if AI gets some wings. It's not 2%. It's just $1,000 per day, regardless of account size. So if you lose more than $1,000 in one day, they're going to close down your account for the rest of that day. But you're going to get it back the next day, and it's not going to disqualify you. It's just going to close you down for the rest of the day. NVIDIA pushing up. Is it really? I mean, NVIDIA probably what's helping the market right now, right? So yeah, NVIDIA at 423s. NVIDIA technically green on the day, and it did have a green day yesterday too. I think 420 is a great psychological level here. But again, look at NVIDIA back up to 423s, right underneath it here. So we're right underneath 420s. I like Nike, but it is a fashion company, and I tend to stay away from fashion brands. It's well over 100 though, and it's beaten down a lot this year. So it might be time to buy the dip in Nike. You know, so again, it's just beaten down a lot, so it might be time to buy the dip. Look at NVIDIA ripping up still. NVIDIA at 424s right now. 424s for NVIDIA, still making moves. Looks good. Again, we're at 424s for NVIDIA right now. 424s. Hey, buddy.
Love you.
Love you too, dude.
What's this? Once again, I'm asking for your support.
Oh, this is a guy who, well, how should I phrase this? He's looking at a Bitboy picture. This is what he's looking at.
The computer fell down.
The play button. It's all right, bro. Look, this is what.
I'm just gonna lay it down.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. That's all right, buddy. Show it, man. Look at this. Jack did this. Jack did this all by himself. We're working on the F1 racer, but he did this one all by
Oh, does
himself.
anybody want to see my progress?
And now he's going to grab it. There we go. Jack's excited to show you guys his progress. If you held for 5 years, the big three, you lost money. Well, if you held for 10 years, you make money. You held for 20 years, you make money. You held for 30 years, you made money. You held for 40 years, you made money. And so we could always pinpoint time frames, but again, this is Jack's progress on the F1. He's getting pretty good, man. He's getting pretty good. Honestly, it looks good, dude. Just be careful with it. looking pretty solid, dude. Looking pretty solid, man.
There's a motor.
Yeah, it is a motor. I see
Yeah,
it.
they noticed the motor.
So that is called, Jack. Let me see. Hey, don't tap it. I think this is a V6. I can't tell if it's a V. So they call it a V6 because it has 6 cylinders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see the cylinders?
Yep.
And you see the V shape. And then it goes on it. I think that's a V6.
Now, at least I know this is I think it's called G1 Shark Tooth Gear.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's cool, bud. Proud of you, man. You're doing good, man. Nice work.
322 people viewing. 322 people viewing.
Yeah.
Look,
here's the chat. Nice work, Jack.
What's the highest people viewing you've had?
Good work, Jack. Nice, Jack. Great job. See, everybody thinks it's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's pretty good, dude. What's the highest amount of people I've ever had?
Yeah.
We've had over 8,000 people live here. It all depends on the day. Like today's a slow, boring day. There's just not much going on. But, you know, busier days where like economic data comes out that influences the stock market. Yeah.
Wait, actually.
Apple? Yeah, there's Apple right there.
Why does it start so high and doesn't even change?
Yeah, it's pretty flat. It's a flat couple days. Look, here's the long-term chart. This is what it's done over the last year. You see?
Apple still did that.
So it's pretty strong.
Blue line.
It's pretty strong. The blue line is the previous close. It's where it closed today. But here, get ready to go to school, buddy. I love you, man. Here, love you, dude. Have a good day at school, buddy.
Okay, love you.
Yeah, nice, buddy. Be careful with that. Don't drop it. Love you too, bud. All right. Hey, I need to close the door. It's all right. All right, so again, NVIDIA rip it up over 424s. Trying to hold over 424s. I like the dip on the SPY too. I might take some futures trades based off of this. The only thing though is that it's all going to be dependent on what NVIDIA does. You know, and what the SPY does here is going to dictate what NVIDIA does. I wanted to buy one contract on the dip. I think I'm a little bit late though. That sucks. I was honestly prepping my futures trade to buy this dip in futures. A little bit late. All right, so we did catch the rip up a little bit, up about 25 in futures, up about 40 in futures. I'm gonna go ahead and lock that in just to start building that cushion on the day. Mostly buying dips on the SPY. Oh, and it's all relative to where your entry is about the big three, you know, Meta up to over 300. You know, the whole market is down. Like, look, we're not at all-time highs here. So, like, to understand this, okay, so, like, here's the SPY. And here's a weekly chart. And so nothing is where it was back in 2021. So, like, nothing is where it was 3 years ago. That's not a reasonable expectation of it. Markets aren't going to go straight up. You can't really expect them to, you know, so markets aren't just going to go unless you zoom out. You know, the reason long-term investing is powerful is because when you really zoom out, right? And this is the SPY, so it's not going to be like a full. So this is just back since 2007, right? Like back in 2007, everybody acted like it was the end of the world. And, you know, you can kind of see what the market did afterwards, which is just fly up huge amounts. All right, but yeah, so when you zoom out, hey baby, you gonna close the door? Maddie has it. Sorry. Dollar's down nicely. Yeah, the dollar's going to drop as the market drops, but it's all really going to depend on what's going on. All right, love you. All right, sorry guys, I'm kind of having to take my daughter's phone away right now, so yeah, it is what it is. CGC cannabis stock ripping up. See, CGC is just giving back so much ground. Now, consumer confidence is probably one of the biggest releases we have today. So the CB consumer confidence data is big and important. Yeah, so this is a weekly chart on the SPY. But yeah, man, your kids are all nice and sweet until they turn into teenagers, and then they're just jerks. They're just mean, self-centered. You know, I can't get mad. I was a teenager at one point too, but like, Hey, what's up, Aaron? What's up, Ladybug? Yeah, listen, guys, and Volt people, listen. I appreciate the support. I really do. And if you guys want to like join the stream and watch the stream, that's great. If you contribute other stuff besides just promoting Volt, you know. But like, if you're just going to show up and then promote Volt and then not really contribute anything else to the stream, then it's not really worth it. Like view wise, right? Like it's not really helpful view wise either. So it's always good to just contribute other stuff. And again, we're going to cover Volt whenever we do our next crypto show. We'll talk about it. Again, I'm going to give my honest take, whatever that is. I'm going to have to look into it a little bit deeper. But yeah, I appreciate the support. But like, you know, hope you guys understand. Hey, what's up, Todd? Document. I think there's problems with DocuSign. The problems there is with DocuSign. Yeah, I did 97,000 this morning. But again, I'm gonna get my honest take on the Vault. Again, I always tell people that push penny stocks here the same thing, which is that, like, no matter what, I'm gonna be honest to my viewers about my real opinion about different things. And if you guys want to send me some literature regarding Vault, that's fine, and I'll look into it. But I'm gonna give my honest take, right? Again, I tell people with penny stocks the same thing, because people come here and they push a penny stock. They're like, "Hey, John, look at this penny stock. Look at this penny stock." And then I look at it and I think the chart's terrible, for lack of a better word. And I tell people, I think, hey, this chart does not look good. Does not look good. I'm not buying it. And so, again, I'll look at it. But yeah, I hope you guys understand. Like, my niche here at beginner trading is, like, I'm telling my truth. I'm going to do my best to tell my viewers the truth, right? Whatever the truth is, whether it's good or bad. And again, I built the brand on honesty. And so I'm going to stay honest no matter what it is. And I appreciate the support. I really do. But I don't know. I think the government shutdown's not going to happen. Last year at the same time, we did the government shutdown deal. So last year at the same time, we had the government shutdown. And again, I bought the dip waiting for the government shutdown. And then sure enough, the government shutdown was avoided or whatever. And we were able to catch a bounce play. I'm thinking the same thing here. Although if the government shutdown looms, it could get worse, right? That's the only thing about it. Like, trading gold. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, they're nice. I like the Vault people. Like, I'm not against anybody, as long as they understand. Like, I'm gonna give my honest take on it, you know. And I'll ask Cam about it too. I'll ask my crypto partner to look into it a little bit deeper, to delve into it some more. We'll see what's up. Yeah, nvda is interesting. Again, SPY both dipping down. I realized I got 2 trades of the SPY chart up. But yeah, man, teenagers are passive aggressive. You know, I tell my daughter, I'm like, hey kid, like, you haven't told me bye the last week. Like, you know, you got to remember, I'd like to tell you bye before school, right? And then she gets an attitude with me. It's like, and scoffs at me and walks off. And I'm like, what are you mad about? And she was like, you don't need to get on to me for not telling you bye. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, I was like, think about it objectively. You're mad at your dad for wanting to tell you bye before school? Like, that's what you're upset about. And then she gets even more of an attitude. And so then I'm like, all right, well, just give me your phone. Like, in the end, kids test you. You got to just take stuff away and stick to it. If you don't take stuff away and stick to it, they're going to keep testing you. And so it is what it is. Freaky kids, man, stress you out, bro. They're super sweet until they turn like 12 or 13, and then they're just problems. I love my kids, but stressful. Yeah, it's a tough age for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just problems. Yeah, I could never teach kids at school. I don't have the patience to deal with my own kids, let alone a classroom full of kids. Yeah, my son's 9. He's a problem too. No, I'm not a spanker. I don't spank my kids. I just yeah, I mean, I'm just not. I was the always type of kid where, like, when I was young, and I tell my wife the same thing. Like, when I was young, my parents would try to spank me, And I was like one of those little jerk kids who was like, my dad would spank me and I would be like, that didn't hurt. Like this doesn't even hurt. Like I would take the spanking and walk off and just be like done, be like happy about it. It would, my dad would hate it, you know? And so I told my wife, like, if you want to really get to my son, my 9-year-old son, take away video games, you know, take away video games, take away TV if it gets really heavy, you know, ground them with no TV for a day. That's going to be much worse than any spanking will, you know. I'm not a big spanker. I never spank my kids, but it's worse to take away. Again, my son dislikes it way more if I take away games. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the next few years are tough. Yeah, I mean, what do you think about Walmart? I like Walmart. I think Walmart is always going to be useful. And I'm in Walmart right now. I'm green. I'm only in with 10 shares, but like y'all can see this trade. SPY started to give it back a little bit here. So look, here's Walmart. Again, we're in Walmart with 10 shares. We're in at the 156, 157 level. We're at the 164, 163 level now. And so I'm in Walmart. I've been in it for a while now, and we're just kind of sitting on it. Does Walmart pay dividends? They do, 57 cents. Not a huge divvy, but they do pay dividends. When's the next payment here? Let's see. The next one's not until next quarter in January is when you're going to get paid for it, so it's all good. The date is not really good or bad. We still got to wait until 9 a.m. I'm in my 30s, Jay. Yeah, later in life they realized. Yeah, I mean, I saw this documentary, right? And this documentary was about apes, but somebody correlated it with humans as well, in which they talked about how teenagers specifically, where their biological instincts is to leave their tribe and go form new tribes elsewhere, right? Like that's their biological instinct, right? And so kids, teenage kids, right, up until I think the age was like 22 or 23, they have a biological instinct to go against what their parents tell them to do, to go against their current tribe is really what it says, right? It makes sense, right? To go against their current tribe, they have a biological instinct to go against it, which would encourage them to instead branch out and go to other tribes, right? And it makes sense, you know. And so they say your kids up until they're like 22 or 23 are going to just do the opposite of what you tell them, right? They're going to do the opposite of what you tell them. If you tell them to do one thing, they're going to do another up until their 20s. And again, it's actually, like I said, it's actually like a biological instinct to go against you. And so maybe you should use that and reverse psychology them. And if you want them to do one thing, tell them another, and then they'll do that one thing. But I don't know. It was interesting. Yeah, I think from now on, I'm just gonna. Why weren't there as many rebellious teenagers 80 years ago and in other cultures? There were. You better believe there was. Like you could look back at history and see that, you know. Wish Tesla would just keep going down. Yeah, Tesla's just super volatile here. Again, here's Tesla at 245s. So Tesla just super volatile. Again, if you look at a 20-day chart for Tesla, just big movements here. Look at this huge dip. So Tesla hit 280s. Everybody was saying Tesla was back, baby, and the Cybertruck production and all that good stuff. The only thing I might buy, like, again, Elon said the Cybertruck's coming out this year. Is there a hard date on that? Is there a hard date on that? Like, is there a hard date on when the Cybertruck drops? Stuff is always delayed because I think if the Cybertruck comes out this year, Tesla's going to be fine, right? If they delay it again, I think that's a bad sign. I think they might be in trouble. Well, I'm raising my kids on AMC is going ballistic. You sound like me. The market's ripping up, and then it's up like 5 cents. Tesla down pretty big though. Again, is there an argument for a dip buy? You can see the SPY start to turn all the way back down here. So again, the SPY looks strong, was testing 430s. What we're ultimately getting this morning is choppiness. Too many issues with the Cybertruck. Yeah, then I think that's not good for Tesla. If I thought the Cybertruck would come out this year, it would be different. But if the Cybertruck ain't coming out this year, you know, then I'm skeptical. You have to plug in a Tesla. Well, I mean, it's an EV car. Of course you do. Do you guys think the Cybertruck's going to come out this year? All right, again, SPY down to under 430s. It's a legit pre-market pop. Which one? Will Disney drop to 60? Maybe. Disney's still sitting at 80s. Disney's been roughly at the same spot for the last few months. You know, all the way back since the beginning of September, it's been at the same spot. It's been between $80 and $90 for months now. I mean, that's a big percentage range, but it's still been pretty flat. When is the government shutdown expected? If it happens, we don't know. Hybrid Volvo. Volvos are nice cars. They're the reason Volvos are good. Like, Volvos are great first car. They're very durable, is what it is. So, like, they're super durable. There it is. Again, SPY under 430s here, under 430s. You got too many windows up here. Pfizer? Yeah. I mean, Pfizer heading into the flu and cold season makes sense. And they're down a lot, too. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, Volvos are cool. Yeah, Volvos are nice cars. All right, Spy's still underneath us here, guys. We got the Case-Shiller in about 19 minutes, and then after that we got CB Consumer Confidence at 10. Yeah, maybe there's a buy opportunity there. And again, if you haven't already, check out TopStep. TopStep funded program for futures. They give you a demo. They test your skill. If you can hit the targets while following their rules, they fund you between 50 to 150K. Been around for over a decade. They pay out millions every year in actual withdrawals. They fund thousands a year. It's a great way to learn how to day trade with less risk. And most pro traders trade futures. Most pro day traders, that is, trade futures because there's more liquidity. You can day trade the S&P, you can day trade the NASDAQ, you can day trade currencies, gold and silver, and these funded account programs are the best way to learn, in my opinion. TopStep's the most legit one in the world. They have free funding coaches. They pay out 90% once you're funded. If you can pass their testing after that, any profit after that, you get paid 90%. And so a great way to learn how to trade, but they are a sponsor of mine. I am biased. You can check out the link right there. Yeah, CB Consumer Confidence is probably the biggest release today, guys. It's probably the biggest release today. So Spy bouncing up a little bit. Tesla's still down. Is there an argument in a dip buy for Tesla? I guess is the question here. Like I might buy a little bit. When I mean a little bit, I do mean it's like 10 shares of Tesla. Because we pulled back so much just as a short-term day trade. All right, so we popped up a little bit again. We bought Tesla. $50.50. Yeah, so again, does NVIDIA close over 425? 49% say yes, 51% say no. Again, 15 minutes before Nike earnings, we got a pop this week. Yeah, so doesn't Nike have earnings? What is the earnings report for Nike? Let me see. Nike earnings are Thursday, so day after tomorrow for Nike. We'll see if they pop into earnings again. They've had a really rough couple months, man. They're all the way down at $90 a share. Here's some volatility. Here we got 14 minutes until the 9 a.m. level. We have MU earnings. When's MU earnings? MU earnings today? Or no. MU earnings are tomorrow evening, right? Let me know if I'm right with there. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I don't know about Nike. DraftKings is interesting too, but DraftKings, DKNG is the symbol. DraftKings had a pretty good year, man. They started the year off at 15. They're at about 30 right now, a little bit under 30, and 28 30s. So yeah, what is Iron Mountain? I don't even know what that is. What's the meme stock? Todd. Again, we got 12 minutes until we have the Case-Shiller. There's DraftKings. It's at 28.50s, 28.40s. IRM is a huge data storage company. Let me see. Data storage company. Yeah, I mean, the long-term chart actually looks pretty solid. It's one of the best long-term charts I've ever seen, to be honest. Like, here's IRM. Right now, it looks kind of slow and boring, but until you put up a weekly chart, and then this thing has gone crazy. Specifically over the last 3 years. Look at that. That's a beautiful chart. I mean, it had a few choppy months over the last year, or over the last few years, but man, I think it's ripped up. This IRM. Problem is it's up so much, but All right, so market's still looking pretty weak on a short-term basis. Dipped under 430s on the SPY. Here's the Q. They know it's non-human made. Posted article in Discord. All right, guys, we got 8 minutes. Yeah, I'm looking at wooden structure. How do they know it's not built by Homo sapiens, though? You know. I don't know. Who knows what this means? Again, market started to bounce back up. We mostly had a flat few hours on stream here. The market started to push up, started to dip back down. It's kind of boring now. I mean, we just don't have that much going on. We do have, again, the Case-Shiller house price index data. So we'll look at real estate and home prices. Yeah, you don't mess with the bear. Bears are sketch. I'm not touching them. You know, I'm definitely bearish on bears. You know, top 3 bear haters in the world right now. No, I didn't see it, Todd. But I'm not. I don't like bears. You know, I like bears, but I don't like being next to a bear. You know, definitely bearish on bears. Market's trying to hold. 430 seems to be like a psychological level. I still like the IRM chart. We're watching it. Will we hit a recession this year is the question, guys. Like, are we going to hit a recession this year, team? Yeah, again, I don't know whether Volt is good or not. And again, again, I'm looking into it a little bit. It seems like it has a use case argument, like a utility argument. The bad case, though, is the chart. Like, the chart looks very rough. You know, it's very hard for me to get behind any chart that looks like this. You know, and again, I appreciate the support. I'm not saying I dislike Volt. I just don't know enough about it to really say yes or no. And all I can really look at as a technical person is the chart. You know, in the chart, you know, it's a relatively new crypto. You know, it's only been around since October of last year, so it's less than a year old from what I gather. But I think they said they also redubbed it a couple different times. But again, the long-term chart looks rough. You know, percentage-wise, it's just risky. You know, just in terms of the long-term chart. Now, again, I don't know what's going to happen to it. It looks to be like the argument for the use case seems interesting. But again, it's really something that I just don't know. And so I'm not going to say yes or no. I don't know regarding Volt. Looking at the chart now, chart looks rough. But it is a crypto bear market too. And so maybe, you know, you want to take that with a grain of salt, I guess. All right, so SPY started bounce back. It's almost up to 430s. Yeah, I mean, if it happened, it wouldn't happen on this one, Scott. It would have to happen on the crypto channel, and maybe we could do that one day. You know, and so just email me and we'll talk about it. All right, so SPY still trying to break down. Again, we got less than a minute, guys. So again, the data comes out for the Case-Shiller data in about 10 seconds here. Hit the live button next to the play button. Expectations are a drop of 0.3% in house prices. And here goes this data right here. So the data's about to come out right now in 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And let's see what the data shows up as. All right, so the regular HPI month over month came in at 0.8%. I don't see the Case-Shiller data yet. I don't see the Case-Shiller data yet. Looking at some other stuff. All right, so we said the Case-Shiller data doesn't look like it's out. Yeah, we did have the HPI data. So again, showing house price index year over year came in at 4.6%. House price index month over month came in at 0.8% versus a 0.5% expectation. But I don't see the Case-Shiller data yet. I'm having to refresh to see if it pops up. Yeah, no Case-Shiller data yet. It's supposed to drop at 9 a.m., so it looks like they're just late because I don't see it anywhere. If you guys get it before I do, let me know. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Scottish. Thanks, man. Yeah, we tried, dude. We try to be objective. Yeah, thanks, Tiny. Again, waiting for the Case-Shiller data. It's just not out yet. No Case-Shiller data yet. Anywhere. Do y'all see the Case-Shiller data out yet? I don't see it. So it looks like they're the Case-Shiller HPI data. Waiting for it. I'm looking for this. Still waiting. I did see the house price index data. Again, house price index data came in higher than expected at 0.8 versus 0.5% for the HPI month over month. Next thing we got is the CB consumer confidence. I just don't know when the Case-Shiller data is coming out. All right, so yeah, we're not showing anything yet. So apparently they just haven't dropped it yet. Expectations are for 0.3%. Again, but the monthly home price index month over month came in at 0.8%. Yeah, we're waiting here. Looks like they're a little late though. I'm showing different expected readings here too. All right, so one of the Case-Shiller data came out. There we go. They're starting to drop 0.9%, 0.9% for the 20 month over month for July at 0.9%. The 20 came in at 0.6%, 0.6% for the there it is, 0.1% gain versus minus 0.3% expected. 0.1% gain on the house price index. So houses rose 0.1% year over year versus a minus 0.3% expectation. So a little bit more strength in housing prices, which I don't even know if that necessarily is good. We finally got the data. So they were about 5 minutes late, but we did report it. Again, 0.1% is what we showed up as, 0.1%. Versus minus 0.3% expected here. So we finally dropped it. Again, 0.1%. Minus 0.3% expected. Took long enough. All right, so YouTube is going to be getting rid of Google Podcasts, but looking forward to 24. It'll be increasing its investment in podcast experience on YouTube Music. But yeah, 0.1% versus minus 0.3% expected. Markets haven't really been influenced by this. I don't know if house prices going up like this is good necessarily, to be honest. 0.1% gain versus minus 0.3%. Next thing we got is CB consumer confidence data. Yeah, so next thing we got is CB consumer confidence data. Again, CB consumer confidence data. And then we also have, what is it? So CB consumer confidence and new home sales data 10. See if it holds. Short squeeze or what? SLNO. So yeah, let's take a look at SLNO. Market's coming down though. Yeah, look at SLNO, man. Wow. Soleno Therapeutics. Look at this squeeze happening, man. $22 right now. Crazy. Yeah, these reports were never going to move the market. Can you explain housing and building data today, how it all differs? Well, building permits is, as the name suggests, it predicts future housing starts is what it is. The Case-Shiller house price index is how much prices of homes are going up and down. And again, building permits are the change in the number of new building permits issued by the government. They predict housings, but it's all relative to real estate. It's all related to real estate, that is. Again, look at SL and O squeezing up big. All right, guys. So yeah, we got the Case-Shiller data out. Next, we got CB consumer confidence data dropping pretty soon in about 50 minutes or so. 50 minutes. Yeah, all good. Cook with me says your screen sharing quality isn't that good. It's a bit of a blur. Yeah, I mean, no offense, but that just shows you don't understand YouTube. It's not my screen quality. It's all related to your internet quality. So like some people are going to have blurry screen. It has nothing to do with the person streaming. It has to do with the person watching, right? So if your internet's not good, it might be a little bit blurry. You can also change the output of your screen. Like you can change it to 1080, 720, and you're going to get better or worse screen quality. But yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with me. We're streaming in 1080p. Yeah. Honestly, I'm ready for September to be over, although October is kind of a sketchy month too. So October is kind of a sketchy month because October, we talked about this data earlier. October is the month in which we've had all the major crashes that everybody knows. So we've had the 1929 market crash in October. We had the 1987 Black Monday market crash in October. And so those two major crashes happened in October. But October is also a month in which they dub it bear killer, because a lot of upward action happens in October as well. So just a lot of expectations, a lot of volatility, a lot of polarity happening in October. And so it's an interesting month. And let me know if you guys think the market will go up or down in October, because again, nobody knows. Will the market go up or down in October? What do you guys think? The market closed red or green for the month of October. We're going to do a poll number here. So we did the poll about NVIDIA. We got about 500 votes. 47% say yes, NVIDIA closes at over 425. 53% say no. And when we take a look at NVIDIA here, NVIDIA at 421s right now. All right, so we're going to do another poll. It's going to be related to October. Will October close red or green on the month? Red, green, I don't know, are going to be the three options. Vote on the poll. Will October close red or green? The healing period. Yeah, I might buy up some stuff here, but who knows? We also have an FOMC meeting in November, not October, but in November we got an FOMC meeting. Yeah, earnings start next month too. We got Tesla, Netflix, a bunch of big earnings reports happening in October. So it's actually a pretty big month for markets, to be honest. All right. What? I had to go back and check some of these old cards, bro. Okay, I see. Okay, there we go. One. All right, team. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. We are still getting some pullbacks in the market. So we are getting some pullbacks in the market still. All right. Still dipping down. Is there a dip by argument? John, it's worth mentioning the fluctuation in September and October and why October bottoms and then runs. Yeah, I mean, extension on the September month, slow September, the September slump, whatever you want to call it, followed by extension, followed by bounce potential here. Bad earnings stocks up. Yeah, again, earnings season's in October as well, but it starts at the second half of October. So we don't actually get any big earnings until later on in October, not the first couple weeks, although we do have CPI in the first week of October too. So there are a couple reasons for that. So again, NVIDIA bounced it up a little bit. Here's Tesla. So Tesla is still slumping down at 243s. All right. All right, team. Bouncing up a little bit of Tesla. SPY bouncing back up a little bit too. We still got 14 minutes. That's the government fiscal ending, maybe. October big green, always my birthday month. Not always. I mean, again, the 1929 stock market crash happened in October. The 1987 Black Monday market crash happened in October. And so October is definitely not always green. Now, I think generally there's a lot of extension that happens on average in September. And so we are bouncing back a little bit in October usually, but it's definitely not always. And I think the averages are influenced by the crashes that we've had in those months. If you look back long enough, at least. Now, recently, let's see if we can find somewhere where we can look at market calendars. See if we can find some data here. All right, so here's some good data reports. All right, well, let me go back here. All right, so yeah, kind of looking for. Here's the average market return. Again, Tesla bouncing up a little bit too. All I see is a bunch of. I don't want this. I want some actual data here. Nerd wallets. Tesla bouncing up to 244, so we'll see if it actually holds. Yeah, I'm looking for. All right, so here we go. So January gives an average of 0.8% on the S&P. February 0.29%. October gives an average of 0.92%. So October is the 1, 2, 3, 4. October is the 5th best performing month in the market, right? So which is not good. It's right around the middle. Now it still has an average monthly return of October, and again of about 0.92%. But September and August are the worst months. October 0.92% is what we usually see. I'd like to see some historics data regarding like the last couple of years. To see if I can. Anybody have any good sites for this? Okay, here's wide charts. Okay, I found a good one. All right, so here's a good one, right? So October of 2022, the market gained 8% in October of 2022. 8%. 7.99% in October of 2022. If we look back to October of 21, it only gained about 6.91%, so about 7% in October of 2021. If we look back to 2020, it lost 2.77%, but that was a bad year. 2020 was a bad year. It was right in the middle of a crash. Look at the S&P dipping down here, down to 429s. If we look back to 2019, October gained about 2%. And so over the last couple months, 2019, 2% gain. 2020, minus 2.77%. 2021, gain of almost 7%. 2022, gain of almost 8%. 2023, we're still yet to know. And again, market's still breaking down here. The low of pre-market is right there at 428.90s. 428.90s is where we're at there. So again, we got 10 minutes until the market opens. But yeah, that's kind of what we're getting right now. Yeah, the fiscal year ending September 30th. That might influence things. Yeah, that makes sense. Any data from 2020 just gets thrown out. Yeah, 2020. I mean, it's not thrown out because it influences the average. Like, right? Like, so again, October average gain of 0.92%. We have to leave it in because it influences those averages. So like big stock market crashes. Again, 1987 market crash, Black Monday happened in October. The 1929 market crash started in October. So yeah, I mean, again, you got to leave them in. 9 minutes left because it influences it for sure. But yeah. right, we got a couple days left. SPY is pretty flat since 8:10 or so for the last 10 or 15 minutes. Market's pretty flat, but we had some big breakdowns prior to that. Again, Case-Shiller data. Red October, maybe. All right, we're gonna get ready to day trade some futures. Now we got one little gain in here this morning. One little gain. Again, in trading our funded account today. Yesterday we had a nice green day too. Here's the E-mini. We're gonna get ready to trade. Oh my gosh, James, what is your justification for a mother of all short squeezes? Again, because how many times have we heard it's the mother of all short squeezes over the last 3 years, bro? I've heard it like at least 50 times, at least, and it hasn't happened once, you know? And so I guess at a certain point, I'm skeptical. And you got to understand, a lot of people pushing for that are just stuck. Like they're stuck in much higher positions, as well as like they're either stuck in much higher positions, and so they're confirmation bias. Like they want the squeeze to happen, right? So they overestimate the likelihood of it happening. The second group of people are just influencers trying to grow a following, right? They're just pandering. They're just telling you what you want to hear, saying, oh, you know, if we take this number and switch it around and then do this here, a squeeze is going to happen, guys. Trust me, bro. You know, and I don't trust any of them. I'm in AMC. I hope AMC goes up. I genuinely hope AMC goes up, but forgive me for being skeptical here. And I'm not just going to say that just because I want it to happen. I think that's silly. I think there's too many people talking about how, there's too many people. There's too many people pushing it. Again, I'll believe it when I see it, and I hope it happens. All right, guys. Hey, we got 6 minutes. CB consumer confidence data drops in 30. So we still got 30 minutes for CB data. All right, guys. So patiently waiting here, team. All right, so look at Tesla breakdowns. So Tesla just dipped under 243s. So Tesla just dipped. We'll see if it drags the market down. We got to watch like NVIDIA as well. But look at Tesla all the way down to 243s. So Tesla's struggling. Watching it to see if it holds, but definitely struggling. Tesla down to 243s. We'll see if it bounces. Desperately trying to bounce. Still consolidating. 3 minutes here, guys. 3 minutes. I'm kind of prepping things on my end here, getting chart prime set up. Tesla bouncing at 243s. Maybe 243 is the support level. I don't know. Break it down here. Look at the E-mini test lows. This is our funded account. We built up a cushion of what do we have right now? We got a little cushion. Yeah, we got $50. So not the worst thing ever, but not the biggest cushion either. I feel 100% confident AMC will break $1,000 a share easy. Yeah, that's what I said 3 years ago, bro. Again, I hope it happens too. I mean, I'm in AMC. Like, I genuinely hope it happens, but I don't let confirmation bias influence me too much, to be honest. Yeah, I hope it happens. I'm skeptical. You know, fortunately or unfortunately, I'm skeptical. So yeah, I'm skeptical. We'll see. Market opens up in less than a minute. Be ready. All right, guys, here we go. Opening bell's about to happen. All right, so there's the open. Or no, not the open yet. Almost there. All right, we're getting close. Here's the opening bell. There we go. So there's the market open. Market has bounced back a little bit at the opening bell here. We're still looking at Tesla. We'll put nvda up as well here. So we'll put nvda up. Trying to hold. We're going to let things play out a little bit first. All right. Still trying here. Nice. We had a green open. We're watching NVIDIA very close because this is going to influence it a lot. So NVIDIA might be pulling a red to green move if it can't hold here. Look at Tesla start to flush back down too. And so I'm going to short this because this looks weak, although it's a little risky. But so far we got some breakdowns. There we go. Nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and cut that. All right, so we're up about $100. About $100 on the month. Or not on the month. On the day. Again, the short works. Now we're out of it, scalping it. We are getting that breakdown in the E-mini. Look at NVIDIA and Tesla start to run it. This is why we watch these a lot. So we get a heavy pullback amount right now. And another red open. SPY dipping down again. SPY all the way down to 429s again, testing the lows. Netflix down a little bit. We bought Netflix dip with just 20 shares though. Look at NVIDIA crack here. So NVIDIA breaking down under 420s at 418s here. That's a big level to watch too. Yeah, Apple down. All right, now we're back up a little bit. Tesla trying to fight back. Again, I don't know if it's going to drag the market back up, but again, a lot of stuff is down. But there goes the E-mini breaking back up. Watch NVIDIA though. I'm not going to trust this E-mini trade unless the market follows it back up too. Yeah, I'm not going to trust it until NVIDIA follows it back up, which it hasn't yet. And so this might be a short for me. All right, we're short. We got a cushion on the day, but we're short right now. If NVIDIA continues to crack lows, that's what we'll target. And if it breaks highs, we'll get out, I think is the plan right now. There we go, cracking down. Nice. NVIDIA still flushing down. That's what we want. Let's see if we get a breakdown. We're flat now. Tesla's starting to creep back up though. And NVIDIA's starting to bounce. So we'll cut it and get out. So we're still green on the day. Slow and steady though here, team. Again, I don't trust this. NVIDIA bouncing back. A lot of stuff's following it up. So we do have CB consumer confidence data 25 minutes, guys. 25 minutes. NVIDIA right at the VWAP level too. We'll try to buy this dip. Let's see if we get a pop back up. There we go. Nice. Nice. All right, so we just made about $75. So now we're up about 115, 120 on the day. Caught the bounce here. Look at Tesla rip. Finally broke out of that trend and we got out pretty quickly. Watch NVIDIA though. NVIDIA right at 420, big psychological level, really important spot for this one. Again, we're day trading on Top Step right now, which is a funded account program for futures. If you have not already seen it, Top Step is the most legit way to learn how to day trade with less of an investment. What they do is they give you a demo and they test your skill, and if you can hit the target while following their rules, they fund you between 50K up to 150K with a 90% split. If you lose, you're only out 49 bucks. Great way to learn. They have free funding coaches, great resources. And if you lose, it's not the end of the world. But if you're good enough to pass it, they'll fund you. And that's a really useful thing because it allows traders to have this middle ground of pressure that teaches them how to day trade. Very useful, in my opinion. But again, I am a sponsor. I'm definitely biased. And it's a futures funded account program. So you can day trade the E-mini, which is what you see. This is basically the SPY. You can day trade the NASDAQ, currencies, gold, silver. But again, I'm definitely biased. You can check out the link right here if you want to help support the channel. We do have CB consumer confidence data dropping in 24 minutes. A little bit of an opening chop right here. So a little bit of opening chop. We're at 351s right now. I'm going to get some rebounds though. Again, I don't know if I trust this. We're green on the day. The only problem is Nvidia is still under that 420 level, and if it can't break, then it's going to break down, in my opinion. And so that's the only issue, is that it's Nvidia hasn't done much, and Nvidia needs to hold if the market wants to keep going up, because Nvidia is one of the reasons the market's down so much, because Nvidia dropped from 500 all the way down to 420 over the last few weeks, and so this is one of the reasons the market is down. And so again, what I'm specifically watching for today is what Nvidia does here. Like, that's going to be really influential over what I choose to do in my positions. All right, Nvidia back over VWAP. Also, we're going to throw it in sub-only mode ahead of CB consumer confidence data, so if you haven't already subscribed, we definitely appreciate it. Yeah, Nvidia back over 420s for a second at least. We'll see if it holds. Again, announce yourself, show us your sub. We appreciate it. So we're getting some dips. There's Nvidia, there's the E-mini, there's Tesla. I'm going to buy this dip, although it's kind of risky, and we might add to it, use the cushion we have to take a larger swing. Might not need to, though. Tesla's had a pretty good day so far. We're going to see if we make another test towards highs. Flat on the day right now. Or no, we're green on the day, but flat on this position, I mean. Slightly green. It's kind of taking a long time, though. Completely flat. Watching Nvidia test this VWAP level, big important spot, and I think the rest of the S&P is going to be influenced by it. All right, looks strong. All right, so we just scalped it, made a little bit there. We might add some back here if we need to. All right, so it looks like cutting it was right. Nvidia starting to fall all the way back down, so now my hands are off unless Nvidia breaks back over VWAP real quick, because look, there's Nvidia, there's Tesla getting out, so looks like it was the right move. So we are bouncing up a little bit. Watch Nvidia test the VWAP level. Again, this is what we're watching pretty close. We still got 20 minutes before we got CB consumer confidence data coming out. So we still got time, but yeah. Yeah, Tesla's up a little bit, but it's still red on the day. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's smoking the shorts yet. It's still, Tesla is still technically red. You can see the previous closing price level right way up here. So Tesla's still technically red on the day. Oh, market's trying to bounce back, but again, we're green on the day already. We got a 3-to-1 win-loss ratio and over 110 in profit on our funded account, and so that's good. So we're just kind of sitting tight now, waiting for the CB consumer confidence data to come out. nvda is definitely flat. Tesla's green. The market's slightly green. I'm assuming the Q is too, right? Yeah, Q slightly green. Or slightly green, I should clarify. Slightly green since market open. Not actually green on the day. It's still technically red on the day. Most of this stuff is, right? So the previous closing price in the SPY is way up here. Like it's a really red day. And so the previous closing price on the SPY is much higher. nvda rejecting here. I don't like that look at all. Wanted to short. I don't like this look at all. I'm going to short this trade on the SPY. Let's see if the rest of the market follows it down. The only problem is Tesla dragging it up some. There we go. We're back to flat. Could be worse. Let's see if we break down a little bit more. Give us kind of a double top short. nvidia's still flushing down. See, Tesla's popping up, though, is the only problem here. There we go. We're back to break even. See, Tesla shouldn't hold the market up, though. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this. All right, so we're still green, but we'll wait. Maybe trade the NASDAQ next. Very choppy day. It is the last week of September, too, so. All right, so we just scalped the NASDAQ for some gains here because I thought the NASDAQ might give us a little bit more volatility. And so you can kind of see this is me on the funded account program. We're up about 2 on the day here, about 200. Win-loss ratio about 2.5 to 1. NASDAQ usually is reliable enough to give me some volatility. But look at the SPY. So the opening veil is very choppy, but it's red. Consumer confidence data drops in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. All right, big rejection here on Tesla. Big rejection here on the E-mini. I mean, the market's just choppy right now. Again, it's the last week of September. We only got 4 days left until September's over, and CB consumer confidence data drops in about 14 minutes, and that might cause apprehension to trade. But we are seeing some green action right now, like NVIDIA trying to break. There's just a lot of choppiness after a pretty red open, too. So the whole market was pretty red in pre-market, but although we did have a green day yesterday, too. The SPY is the least green. So the SPY is still like trying. Tech is doing a little bit better. So you see Tesla and NVIDIA trying to get back up there. But just a lot of apprehension right now. All right, now we're seeing some corrections back on the downside here. All right, so here's a double top head and shoulders pattern here. We're gonna take one contract short. See if we start to turn on the day. But we got a big cushion already on the day, so even if we don't turn, we'll be all right. 2 contracts here. Consolidating, slightly green. See if we reject here. We do have a double top head and shoulder, so unless we're choppy on the day, the bear pattern looks good. I'm gonna have to cover this. Just gave back a lot of my gains on the day, and that's all right. Again, we're watching NVIDIA close. It's better. Here goes NVIDIA fall down. Let's see what Tesla does here. We're down less than 100 here in this trade. Again, we build up a cushion so we can take larger swings, and then if we can, great. If not, we get out pretty flat on the day. If this doesn't work out, we'll get out pretty close to flat. I'd love to see it break down some more, though, and we're watching NVIDIA to see if it does. There we go. We're back down to close to break even here. There we go. Starting to flush down even more. Beautiful. All right, we're going to take half off there. Locked it in. Up another 50. We're going to go ahead and cut out there. All right, so yeah, we're up about 260, 270 on the day. Again, the plan worked. Just a little scalp head and shoulders wise. We're up 3.5 to 1 win loss today. We got 10 minutes before the CB consumer confidence data comes out. So consumer confidence data, again, none of these are big releases. We're covering them just because we cover all the economic stuff going out. But the CB consumer confidence is expected at 105.5. 105.5. It measures the level of confidence consumers have in the economy. When they're optimistic, they spend more, which increases consumption and growth. And so inflation-wise, I don't know if the market wants to see high consumer confidence because that means more spending and ultimately more inflation. But it's nuanced for sure. And the market's starting to turn ahead of this report. We got 10 minutes, but the market's starting to turn a little bit ahead of this. Look at the red action starting here. Man. Yeah, definitely a reddish move here. Should have stayed in that short too, but it's all good. Again, we built up a cushion. Yeah, I mean, the bear sign here, guys, if you're looking at technicals, is this double top right here. So when anything goes like this, I always say it looks like a McDonald's sign, right? When anything starts to look like a McDonald's sign, that's generally a bearish, move. That's usually where I'm kind of trying to cut this and like get out of stuff, man. I'm not trying to sit on an intraday basis. I'm not liking McDonald's sign double tops. Again, you got the top here, you got the top here. Usually a bad look, technical wise. Oil still flying up. I guess people are still fearing inflation. Get NVIDIA up there at 418s. So NVIDIA bouncing back a little bit. Usually I short these little moves here, but we built up enough cushion on the day where we're going to pivot to something else now. We switched accounts, so now that we have a cushion. And start shorting this little bounce on one of our combine accounts. So we're going to be a lot more risk tolerant here with this account. So again, just a lot more risk tolerant. All right, we took half off there. Build up a cushion first, and then we'll attack it a little bit heavier. We took the rest off there. And so now on this other account, we've got a cushion of, let's see, short here. Yeah, we got a cushion of 75 bucks. Another gain. I just made another 50 here. So yeah, on the second account, we are up now about $130, 125 bucks. And we do have 7 minutes before the CB data comes out. Hey, thanks, Pop. Watch Tesla start to make a rebound attempt here. Again, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. We definitely appreciate it. Start trying Tesla bouncing up again. You know what I'm excited for is earnings season starting next October, or next month in October. Again, 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm excited for earnings season starting in October. That's really the date I'm excited for. All right, look at Tesla. So Tesla might be an interesting one. It's starting to bounce back some. All right, so here's the bounce. Team, here's the bounce. Let's see if it holds. Watch NVIDIA. Again, NVIDIA is going to be the heavier influence here. We got 4 minutes, team, 4 minutes. All right, still consolidating. Tesla trying to bounce. NVIDIA fighting its way back up over 419s here, and this is with 3 minutes left until the CB data. Again, NVIDIA fighting its way back, a huge influence over the market. And so again, we watch like NVIDIA, we watch Apple. Again, y'all hit the sub button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bells. I appreciate it. Oh man, I gotta stretch out a little bit. But yeah. See what the market's looking like. Hey, thanks, Bust. Hey, thanks so much. Again, look at the E-mini up there at 4,300, 43, trying to bounce back. Watch NVIDIA though. Again, we got less than 2 minutes. So it's not options either. Future Eddie. It's not options either. It's futures. The irony of your name versus what you're asking can't be ignored though. But yeah, it's futures contracts, right? So the futures market is, it's basically commodities, but they also have futures. Like this is the S&P 500. You can see it says E-mini S&P 500, right? So this is basically the S&P 500, but I can day trade it in futures with no PDT rule. So I can day trade short with no PDT rule in futures, and that's why most pro traders trade it. The liquidity is also better, but this is basically the SPY. So like if I put up the SPY, you'll see it's like the same price action. Like, look, big dip, consolidation, big dip, consolidation. So I can put up the SPYs, the same price action. Same thing with the NASDAQ and the NQ. Different prices, but same price action. And you can day trade this with no PDT run futures. That's why most pro traders try it. If you want to try out Top Step. It's the funded account program for futures. They give you a demo. They test your skill. If you can hit the target while following their rules, they fund you. They are a sponsor of mine, though, so of course I'm biased. And I wasn't trying to plug them, but I'll go ahead and put the plug out there. We got a minute and a half left. And you can look at the link in the description. You can get the combine right now for $49. But we're starting to break down. Look at NVIDIA reject at the 419 level. So it is rejecting at the 419 level. We'll see if it actually holds. But yeah, thank you so much, Buzzed. Appreciate the love, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, all good, future. All right, so again, here we go. We got about a minute left, guys. About 1 minute left. PDT stands for pattern day trading rule, which means that you can't day trade stocks unless you have over $25,000 in a margin account. You can't day trade a margin account with less than 25K. So basically, if you want to day trade stocks without restriction, like as much as you want, you need 25 grand or more, which is crazy. Most new traders lose their first account, right? Think about it. Like, most new traders are going to destroy their first account. If you make a new trader day trade with 25K, bro, you're going to cause them to lose 25K. It's the dumbest rule ever. But the way you get around it is futures. No, I don't read the chat at all, Jay. Yeah, I don't read the chat at all, you know. In fact, this isn't me reading it right now. This is just me talking and like predicting what y'all are going to ask me. And then this is just pre-recorded, brother. You know, it's not live. It's just pre-recorded, man. I'm just able to predict. Hey, we got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left until the CB consumer confidence data comes out. Again, they're expecting 105. Again, I think a higher consumer confidence might be worse for the market because it might mean negative reactions. We also had the Richmond Manufacturing Index too that dropped just now. But here we go. 105.5 is what's expected. Let's see what this shows. And there's the report. 103, lower consumer confidence than expected. 103 versus 105.5. Again, 103 versus 105.5. Again, lower consumer confidence than expected. That might be positive for markets. Again, the market hasn't really reacted. As we said, it's not a huge release. Yeah, it's not a huge release, but again, 103, lower than expected. And as I said, listen, you're welcome. The market pushed up a little bit. I thought we might on this lower, because again, you got to think about it. Like, higher consumer confidence means what? More consumer spending. More consumer spending means what? Worse inflation problems, right? The market definitely is fearing inflation right now. And so again, CB consumer confidence coming in lower than expected evokes a positive response, at least initially, at markets. Now, I'm not saying it's going to hold. I have no idea what the market's going to do, but I think that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Yeah, I'm not reading your message, McFortune, right now. I'm just not reading it for sure. Yeah, the Richmond Manufacturing Index north of Richmond, you know. All right, team. SPY started to rebound. Hey, listen, I'm not saying I can read the future. I definitely can. I can read the future like I can read the chat, which is never, apparently. Yeah, I'm just an AI bot, John, posing as a human, you know? Hey, all right, guys. And if you haven't already, check out Chart Prime. Chart Prime, you could try it out for $1 right now. $1 right now. You can try out Chart Prime for $1. And honestly, it's incredibly useful. I mean, look at this, guys. Okay, so just look at this. All right, so this is a couple different things, right? Let's look at the regular market oracle, which shows you reversals. Okay, this one's still, we're still trying to figure that out, if this one's going to work or not. It's still early. But like, I can't fake what I'm showing you. It's a trading view indicator service. You can use it in stocks, crypto, forex, futures. And look at how accurate this is. I can't fake it. Look, reversal down, drop. Reversal down, drop. Reversal up. And again, if you find an engulfing candle and a reversal signal at the same time, it's my favorite one. Nice bounce. This one was wrong. But listen, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only one was wrong out of all of these on the chart so far. You keep going here and you can see it. Like, look at this. Again, I can't fake this. All right, look, we just moved over. Look at this right here. Bullish engulfing candle. Again, if you get an engulfing candle and reversal signal, is my favorite one. Bounce. Reversal up, bounce. Reversal down, drop. Reversal down, drop. Reversal up, bounce. Reversal down again. And the bearish engulfing candle, which is, again, my favorite one. Drop. And you can use this on Tesla, Netflix, whatever you want to look at. Futures, stocks. whatever you want to look at, you can use it. And again, this is just a small piece. I also like using the market oracle. So let's get rid of this one. And let's just put up the regular market oracle right here. All right, so this is just the regular market oracle. Or no, let's just look at the market oracle pro. I mean, which is slowly becoming my favorite one. Look at the strong signals here. So like you can see the buy and sell signals. Look at that one: sell signal, dip, buy signal, bounce. The strong ones are powerful. Look, strong sell signal here, nice dips. And this is a 5-minute chart. You can use an hourly chart. You can use a 1-minute chart. Just really useful. And you can try it out for $1. Look, sell signal drop, strong signal bounce, sell signal drop, strong signal bounce. Strong signal drop, buy signal bounce. Again, I can't fake this. I can't guarantee you're going to make money. Nobody can, but you can try it out for $1 right now. $1. Hey, try it out. Good luck. I love you all. Y'all be safe in the market here. You can also use this promo code right here, but you no longer get 40% off. But yeah, again, y'all be safe. Y'all be good. If you want to try it out for $1, I'll put the link up there. I'm biased in their favor because they pay me money. And so they pay me money. So naturally, I'm going to have bias in their favor, as you all would as well. But yeah, Green Day and markets for me, at least a Green Day and futures. Green Day and futures in both accounts. Stocks are definitely red today, I think. Yeah, stocks are definitely red, but that's all right. They're not always going to be green, and they're mostly investments here. But I'll see you guys later. Love you all. Y'all be good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe.